Today I'm going to show you easily how to get the round 100 deflation achievement inflated. No games, no gimmicks, but we do need all of our monkey knowledge. I'm not saying that you need it all, but I have all of mine, so I'm not sure which ones you will or won't need. So just go for having it all or try it with just what we got here because it's really easy. Make sure you grab your hero Sada because she's going to be very, very crucial to this. Hit play and we're going to go to the best map in the world for anything like this. Logs, of course, easy, deflation. Now you're going to have to follow along with this part because if you don't, you're going to have not as much money as me and it's going to be a little tricky just in the beginning. So we're going to put this guy all the way to the low bottom and just upgrade once. We're then going to grab this one right here, making sure that its bubble is like in the range of the water, but there's a little bit of room here. We're gonna grab monkey business, monkey commerce, and then go back to this guy and grab monkey commerce as well. We're gonna grab a boat, wherever you can get it, that it says ×2. So just right there is fine, doesn't really matter. We're gonna go all the way up and then all the way up. We're then gonna take a bomb and make sure that one's in ×2 as well. So wherever you can get the ×2, it doesn't really matter. And we're gonna go all the way up to recursive and then bigger bombs, heavy bombs. We're gonna grab Sada and same thing with her. We're just gonna put her in range of one of the villages because that's where we're gonna have like our main village. So just right there is fine. Now right next to our bomb, we're gonna go all the way down to Moab glue, bigger globs, and on strong. So 0, 1, 3. We're then gonna take another glue gunner here, getting bigger globs, glue splatter, stickier glue, and stronger glue. We're then gonna sell this village, placing another village in the exact same spot, grabbing grow blocker and radar scanner and bigger radius. We're then gonna sell this village and we're gonna grab jungle drums. And then we're gonna take another glue gunner, placing him right here, grabbing bigger globs. Now that was a lot going on. We have $83 left. You may have a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on how much monkey knowledge you had. This last glue gunner is not very much like the most important thing in the world, but everything else is. And if you're able to make it this far, just hit play. Now this part is important. Make sure once you get that victory, you click free play and not home. And then now we're literally just gonna let it go all the way till round 95. So we're on round 95. It only took 22 minutes, which is really cool. And have you seen how much this just destroys? I just can't believe we're gonna make it all the way to 100 on, what was it, 20 grand or so? Now Sada's the main thing popping the DDTs, which is kind of scary because if they get through, which they are, then it's kind of like, oh my gosh, we're gonna be able to pop them. But that's why we're available on this round. I haven't had to use any abilities yet, but just in case, we're just being active and ready to go so we don't just let it go and lose. Now something really cool about this is that normally on like a chimp's strategy or a chimp's mode, if you go home, you're gonna lose that elusive black border and you're just gonna get a gold border. But this one, let's say it's getting a little scary, you simply just click home and then you don't lose. Go back and start it right back up. So we're gonna be using that if we need to, but I believe the only round that should happen on is maybe 100, just because 100 is a little tougher to get the abilities right. Other than that, we really shouldn't have to do much until 98 and 99 maybe. And just a bit of a forewarning. So what happens is this guy's placed in a pretty decent spot to where he'll slow everything down around this corner is what we're looking for. But sometimes he can't slow them enough and we get this giant rush. So basically we just have to watch and make sure Sada can pop them all. Like if she can't, like right now we're like, oh my God, can she? But yeah, that's fine. But if it's like this big rush, then we might have to use her second ability. So here we are at 98. So what kind of happens is like this big rush of ceramics comes through and that's when we're going to have to use Sada's second ability. But sometimes we don't, sometimes we do. It just depends. Like so far so good. We can take all this out. This is fine. This is fine. Now this one might be a little scary because now we're starting to get more and we can't really see. And as you can see, they're kind of getting through a little bit, but we should be okay. We should be okay. Oh my gosh, Sada's so good. So as long as it's like that, but let's just pretend, let's pretend it wasn't. Let's pretend it's a little bit more crazy. Let's use that third ability because I want to show you that you can use it if you need to, because sometimes it gets a little crazy. And it's just for the fortifieds because the regular ceramic, she can just take on her own. You don't even have to watch. She's pretty beefy. Now on 99, we're going to pull one of these guys just because I don't like messing with it. So I think that'll save us some time there. We're going to see what happens and we might have to just use our first ability this time actually. And what we'll do is we'll just use that to kind of slow it down. So first ability, and it'll should take like a few of those out and then we'll pop them down. Oh my God, so easy. Okay, now for this one, we're going to use our abilities every time they're available. I know that sounds crazy, but it's what we gotta do. So just keep blasting those abilities the whole way through. Every single time, without a doubt, just keep hitting them. And the reason why is because we barely break this thing open as it is. So we need to pop it open like well before. Now we're gonna use our first ability one more time. Now that he has that third little bandage on his tail, we're gonna be a little bit more wary about what we do. Now, as soon as those DDTs pop open, we're gonna pull one of them down with the boat. And then we're gonna use Sada's first ability again. So we're gonna pull one with the boat and then we're gonna blop that first ability. Okay, and then she's just gonna tear everything up. Now, don't use your second ability. I've done that a bunch of times and it's actually really bad. So she can just naturally take everything down because she's like a beast. Just let this all go through. So that's crazy, right? Like we can lose some lives. Like that's crazy. And then use your first one just because that's a little safer too. And then there you go. There's round 100 deflation with that like actually no effort really. Now you can call that effort, but I don't think it is. Let me know if you have any troubles below and hopefully we can work it out. Hit that subscribe button if this video helped you, and definitely check out this video where I show you the best chimp strategy in this entire game. It is without a doubt 100% the best strategy ever.